one. This time I'm bringing out the big guns. Bang, bang, they wonder can I get some? What I got's for everyone. Yeah, sit down and get to know the sofa. Stand up when shit is taking over. Come here if you was getting sober. What I got's for everyone. Yeah. In the bathroom, in the kitchen, on the balcony is where you'll find me. A galaxy away from my hometown. I'm way up on the coke and rum. You stay up, hoping I'll come home. Don't wait up, cause I'm way too gone. Don't wait up, wait up. I'm way up on the coke and rum. You stay up, hoping I'll come home. Don't wait up, cause I'm way too gone. Don't wait up, wait up. Turn it up, yeah, yeah. Cause this song is such a classic. Turn it up, yeah, 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 yeah. Right now I don't know what my name is. Blah, blah, I'll mumble when I say shit. Calm down, don't fight me for the next hit. Got enough for everyone. Take a blow, have another one. Take it slow, can you save me some? On the floor, end up when we're done. Yeah, it's a lot for everyone. In the bathroom, in the kitchen, on the balcony is where you'll find me. A galaxy away from my hometown. I'm way up on the coke and rum. You stay up, hoping I'll come home. Don't wait up, cause I'm way too gone. Don't wait up, wait up.
All right, so here is a quick tip. If you are at home and you are in need of some heavier dumbbells, but you just do not have them, I recommend you get you resistance bands, just like such. Get your resistance band like this. What this would do, this is one of the lighter ones. What this would do would add at least 20 to 30 pounds to your dumbbells, you know, depending on what you're doing, whether you're doing some rows, whether you're doing some press. We are going to do the incline press. I'm going to lock my hands in like this, and I'm going to put it behind me like this. Make sure you're nice stretched out so you can be able to do this. Gotta have a little bit of flexibility in you right here. I'm gonna put it down here. Now you can either have it like right here, if you notice, or you can lock it in like this. There's a lot of different ways that you can have it. What we're gonna go ahead and do is have one underneath our arms and one over top, just like that, right? You know, we'll be pressing like that. So we can grab the dumbbells. Now these are 80-pound dumbbells, so hopefully it'll turn into about 100s. And it's all about the lockout. That's a quick resistance bands tip right there. All right, let's move on. I am going to give a lot of credit to these BCAAs right here. All right, this right here is the Extend original BCAAs right here, but all in all, man, BCAAs are a go-to for me in all of my training sessions. Normally when I get started, I normally mix a nice amount right here, this whole thing, and I put in about 1.5 to 2 scoops of BCAAs. And the reason is because the formula that's inside of these BCAAs allows me to avoid fatiguing too early. So I'm able to get through my workout without dying out, right? That's what it's all about. And then when we're talking about after the workout, we're talking about that post-workout recovery, which is what we need and what we want, right? You want to be able to recover from your workouts. So with that being said, I'm making a mess over here. With that being said, you need some of these BCAAs to help you recover for after your sets and after your workouts, right? So Yeah, I definitely recommend you get you some BCAAs. I got the links down low. You can save you some money, man. Support your boy. Get you some BCAAs. This is the Extend right here. Don't make a mess like me, but you get where I'm going with this. And if you're not getting tired in your workouts, that just means you are not working hard enough. Point blank, period. You are not working hard enough. You should definitely be getting tired in your workouts. In majority of the workouts, your sets, you should be huffing and puffing, taking yourself all the way, exerting all the energy. Burning those damn calories.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah, ayy. And pay me what I'm owed, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah,
how you feel like a man with that?
yeah, yeah.
I took a long little real, I stay true to that. Hey, no mind, how you feel like a man with that? I took a long little real, I stay true to that.
All right, guys, check this out. I got this resistance band right here. All right. So what this right here is going to allow me to do is get some assistance on the way up, like a spotter. All right. So quick little tip if you are working out alone, maybe at the gym, bench press inside of the squat rack. You know what I mean? And then you can attach it to the top and drop it just like this. Right. So again, it's going to help me assist me on the way up. So this right here, I don't have a lot of weight on here, but I'm gonna need some assistance just to get more reps, man. Get more volume in that chest. Really pump that blood in there.
Brody on the line, I'm tapping in. God out here pulling the strings for me. A girl on the line, she feeling me. Preoccupied by the motivation. Put in the time, pay the entry fee. Bro on the right, yeah, he kinda nice. Inside of my mind, no one's real as me. Lately, life has been gorgeous. Wake up to clear, my eyes hit record. Praise up to God, I ain't chasing no swinging and miss, got me hitting these lips. I get the orders, don't get it distorted. Disconnected, I've been cordless, I've been cordial, I've been exploring. I got a whole lot, but somehow I want more of it. Yeah, I went on tour and over the soil. Hey, bruh, remember they used to ignore us? Now they dropped me the pin with the cord and they catch me running through the ordinance. Remember we couldn't afford the whip. Pushing the scraper that was so ageless, we blowing on grapes for the flavors. All of a sudden we major, still independent but no label. For now I'm going hard enough that the streams will lead to a house by the beach. All of this done with the speech. Filling my pockets for now, for later. I want the picket for some sign of the neighbors. I used to skip out on the playlist. Nowadays I tax for the labor. Dog on the line, you ain't tapping in. I'm staying clear, fake rapper friends. Kamikaze on the traffic cam. Only one shot to navigate the labyrinth. I'm thinking they lay, burn it down to the ash. My life been much more than a
Nice and slow. Now, if you grab some lighter weight, you should be able to perform anywhere from 12 to 15 repetitions. That's what we're shooting for, all right? So I normally go a little bit heavier, not too heavy, but the lowest I'm going is 12 reps, all right? I really want to push that volume. All right, y'all, let me jump in here real quick. I'm actually not sure what workout you're watching right now, but no matter what, I know it was a good one. I've been blasting these workouts, man, really forcing myself to build, right? To get stronger at the same time, because I'm trying to build muscle and I'm trying to cut down body fat at the same time. So it's not going to be easy. It's almost not going to happen, but at the same time, I can avoid losing any muscle. But right now, I'm feeding off of so many calories that I had over the past months, year, you know what I mean, that I still have a lot of glycogen in my system, right? So I'm not depleted or anything like that. I might be eating in a deficit, but trust me, I am not depleted. I have a lot more energy than I would if I was, you know, close to a show or something like that. And so if you haven't heard already, if you missed all my other videos, right now, given this actual talk right now, I'm about 25 weeks out from March, right? So some show in March. I know there's one in March somewhere. So I want to be ready by March, right? So 25 weeks out, that's a lot of time. I have a lot of time to diet slow and to really dial in and bring the best, right? It's been a long time, but at the same time, this is nothing I'm not used to. I had to just switch my focus up, you know, mentally and just get right back to it. And now it's like, you know, habit. It's like second nature to me, right? So the grind is real. But anyways, I want to jump in here real quick and help you guys train harder, right? So over the last, let's say, I'm gonna give it 2 years, you know, I have been training in my garage. So if you follow me, if you actually are subscribed and you're part of the X Factor Fitness team, you know that I've been training in the garage, you know, and that's how I've been working out. You know, I haven't really been in the gym. I haven't really been touching machines, and that's just what it is, right? So I know for sure I wasn't working out hard. I know that. I know I can always work out harder, but I just didn't want to. I wasn't motivated enough, right? So now mentally, I'm just motivated to just push myself harder. And the way I'm doing that is, I know I'm working hard when I'm doing an exercise, and before I'm done, let's say that last rep or 2 or even 3, I am shaking, trying to pull that weight or trying to push that weight. So it works best when you're using machines, because your machines are like a automatic spotter, right? Now, if you're using dumbbells or even a barbell, it's not going to be that easy to push yourself all the way to failure, all the way to the limit without getting hurt. So using machines is a good way to push yourself when you're working out by yourself. And what I mean by shaking, I mean like trying your hardest to get that last rep. I mean, you're basically training to failure. All right, guys, I'm a few sets in already. Let me show you this superset that I'm doing right here. All right, so this is taking your home workouts to another level. What I have right here, which you probably already have seen if you follow the channel, is a door attachment right here. So these resistance bands, I got a door attachment right here. So on the other side, it's let me just show you. Other side looks like this, right? So it locks into the door. See that? So it's really safe, you know what I mean? Even when somebody opens the door, it won't mess you up. Trust me, it's already happened before. All right, so we got that. We got the door attachment, and right here I have the ankle attachment right here. And so basically what I'm about to do is some leg curls. I'm gonna show you how to get some leg curls. You know that when you're at home working out, you don't have everything that you have in a gym to build up those hamstrings, right? Which is very, very important. Hamstrings are important. Hamstrings are like your back. You train them, but you can't really see them. So how do you know you're working them hard enough? When they hurt. Just work them. Put some volume in, all right? Do more reps. So what I'm about to do is some leg curls using the dumbbell and the resistance band. So what I have right here, you grab the dumbbell like that in between your feet. Pick that dumbbell up. All right, so now the resistance band is pulling me back a bit, and it's going to be extremely heavy on the lockout. All right. I'm feeling all that in my hamstrings, stretching on the way down, squeezing on the way up. Now I'm trying to keep my pelvis in the ground. It's not that easy. Oh, that hurts. I do a couple reps like that. Normally, if I wasn't already exhausted, I would take it further, but I'm pretty burnt. And then after that, keep curling. Curl some more. So it's like a superset or a drop set. You want to call it a drop set. This is how we build those hamstrings at home. The best way to train and to train hard is just to train to failure. It is what it is. You just need to do it. On that last rep, you need to be shaking, trying to pull that weight, trying to push that weight. Whatever you're doing, you need to be shaking. Don't break form. And the reason why you're shaking is because you're trying to keep good form. At the same time, you're trying to move that weight. So that's just a good little cue that you should focus on, like really pushing yourself to that limit. Another thing you can think about is when you are training and you're counting your reps, don't start counting your reps until you get tired. Don't start counting your reps until you feel your muscles working. So let's say you're doing some back rows. Let's say you did 10 of them. No, what I want you to do is just keep moving that weight. Once you feel it, now start. 1, 2, and you'll probably only be able to get like 5 or 6 reps after you start counting. But keep in mind, that's just because you already did exhaust yourself. You already hit, let's say 8 or 9, maybe even 10 already. So now you just maximize and you just hit 15 or 16. So that's a good little way to do it. Don't start counting your reps until your muscles start hurting. Another thing you can do is use some lifting straps. So when you're training back, it's pretty hard not to use your biceps. But the best way that I found that removes my biceps out of the equation is to use straps, right? So all I do is have the strap wrapped around my wrist, and then whatever handle. Disclaimer, so this right here, this setup is not working out how I wanted it to. What I wanted to do was raise the bar up off the ground, so I could do like some deficit style. What I didn't want to do was, when I'm doing my stiff leg deads, because that's what I'm doing, I didn't want to have to stretch too far down, right? I wanted to go to a dead stop, like right here where I feel it, right there, and go right up. This is what I wanted. Stop, go. You know, just like I'm pulling off the ground like a regular deadlift. But I didn't want to have to stretch all the way down, keeping everything locked out. Don't want to get hurt or nothing like that, but it's going to work today, right? So we're just going to do what we got to do. I just can't load up as heavy as I wanted to. I wanted to go real heavy, but it's okay. We'll do what we got to do. So make sure when you're doing these that you are not necessarily locking out fully. You want to keep them slightly bent, but at the same time, you want to keep them like that, right? And then you stretch. So you don't have to go all the way up, squeeze your glutes like that. Keep all that tension, stretch, up. Stretch, right there, up. So keeping the back straight, up. Then whatever handle I'm using, whether it's a barbell or a machine handle or even a dumbbell, I lock my wrist into place. And you've probably seen this if you watch my other videos, but I lock my wrist into place. What that's going to allow me to do is not worry about grip. When you're gripping the bar or you're gripping the dumbbell, gripping the machine, that's when your bicep is turned on. So when you're trying to move that weight, your bicep is helping you. So when you stop worrying about grip and you loosen up and just focus on driving your elbows back, that is when you get the most out of your exercise. I promise you that. Get you some lifting straps. No one's gonna care what you're doing. No one's gonna think that you're some kind of chump because you got lifting straps. You just know something that they don't, right? And at the same time, don't worry about what other people are doing or what other people think. Get your work in. What you want to do is make sure you're pushing yourself every single workout, working harder and harder and harder, because that's the best way to get results. If you aren't training hard, you probably won't see the most results that you could. You're not going to be able to tap into that potential that you have. That's because you're coming up short. There's no way around it. You're coming up short. You really got to push yourself every single workout. So that's something that I've been able to do these last few weeks, ever since I mentally got back into grind mode. Every exercise I do, I push myself to failure. Every single exercise. And I mean, after the workout, I am torch, smoked, done. Like literally done. I trained legs the other day and I could barely walk. My quad's still on fire, right? And that's going to make sure that, hey, you need some rest. So after you train, let's say chest and triceps, now you can rest for 2 to 3 days and then hit it again, because you're going to need that rest. You should be needing the rest. The rest is going to be mandatory. But if you don't need rest, if you don't need 48 hours or more to rest your muscles, oh, believe me, you aren't training hard enough. I promise you that. So that's just a few things to think about when you're training, right? Those are some quick little cues that you should be thinking about, quick little techniques that you should be doing when you're training, in order for you to really realize that, hey, am I working out hard enough? Am I working out hard enough to get these gains? Am I going to hit these gains? It's all about the gains.